This is Tom from Beautiful Guitars. Today I'm gonna talk to you about my experience with this PRS Silver Sky that I have now for about 5 years. We've reviewed it before with Brandon from Marshall Music. You can check one of our videos we might have done maybe a year, maybe slightly longer, maybe a year and a half ago, where we reviewed the PRS Silver Sky. We also compared this PRS Silver Sky, it's a core model, with Fender Custom Shop Stratocaster. So it's a very good guitar that I like. So this were the first one to come out of PRS, that's Stansville in Maryland. That's the core model. Before there was an SE model. So these were the first ones. They had about 5 or so different colors, and this is the one I got. This is called a Midnight Rose, which was sort of a limited run color. So it ran for about a year. When all the stocks were done, you can't get this color anymore. So it sort of become something to be proud of, to have this Midnight Rose. And the Fender side, it's the classic candy red color, which is very classic on the Fender side from the 60s sort of. So this is the Silver Sky that I had, like I said earlier, since 2019, so it's about 5 years or so. So it's very beautiful reddish color. PRS call it Midnight Rose. Fender, they call it Candy Red. So it's still beautiful, very beautiful. It's got now a few dings, but not significant. Multiply pick guard, which is in white, which does match well with those pickups, which are the John Mayer pickups called PRS 635 JM, standing for they wanted the sound between 1963 and 1964 sound from the Fender Stratocaster, which John Mayer wanted. As you know, John Mayer was with Fender, even had a Fender signature model. Obviously now they've discontinued since he left Fender for PRS. Beautiful rosewood fretboard, and those beds, not one of the best, but just okay. And also the headstock, so it's a reversed PRS, because John Mayer said it helps with tuning stability as well as playing the chords, especially at the cowboy chord fret area. It's got a beautiful maple neck there. As you can see, 19, so this is a 2019 model, one of the earliest, because I think the batch starts the first batch in 2018. So this was part of those early batch. As you can see, the Silver Sky John Mayer model and this signature there. Then it doesn't have the cover on the springs from the tremolo system. So the back still in good shape. Slightly few dings, but nothing significant. So it's quite well looked after. Also, it has not been played so long. But the main thing was to talk about my experience with the Silver Sky. Obviously, it's an amazing guitar, like you know or you've heard. The tuning stability of this guitar is really amazing. You can't compare it to Fender. Fender, once you tune it, you play a few songs or you put it in the in the bag or in the hard shell case. When you take it out, it's out of tune. This you can play it as long, even using the tremolo system. It keeps up the tuning stability quite well. Obviously, it's got tuning, locking tuners there. These are the phase 2. As you know, PRS now has got phase 3 locking tuners, but they are quite decent and quite good. And you can see an unplugged rings. So it's a well-made guitar. It rings like nobody's business, as we'll call it here in South Africa. It's one of my songs. You'll hear it maybe in a year or two to come. It has got that type of finger picking thing, so it's amazing. So let's go as my experience. The first thing when I bought the guitar, obviously I liked the way it looked. I've seen it in the shop for a while, and then checking about the Silver Sky, what's it all about, and the controversy. Eventually, when I knew a lot from the internet, I then know I'll try it. So when I tried it, I really liked this Silver Sky. So when I bought it, the first thing was this pickup. So this cover here was torn. It was split in half. Therefore, but when I showed the person who was selling me, because they've got PRS representative here in South Africa, they are in Cape Town, so they phoned them and showed them the picture that actually it split. So maybe during transportation, shipping, something checked during the shipping process, then it had cracked there. So, but it was replaced within maybe 3 days or so. So, but 2, maybe 3 days. So they sent it from Cape Town. So this is the replacement one, which was quite alright and is still alright. Nothing has happened to it. Then the next thing what happened was that after maybe around 6 months, it started cutting. In other words, you can just be playing your guitar connected to the amp, obviously, then playing quite nicely. All of a sudden, it just cuts off and goes quiet. And then you don't know, then you jiggle around. Sometimes it comes back and you're able to play. Sometimes it doesn't. So I didn't know what's going on. So then I went to, first I went to the shop where I bought it to say, this is what is happening. But when we plugged it at that time, the salesperson who sold me the guitar, then it played normally and there was no problem at all. And also myself, I played, there was nothing really. It looks like maybe I'm just making up the story. But then I came back, then played. But maybe after a week or two, when I played it again, it just cuts off. It didn't play completely. So then I went to my luthier and told him the story. Then obviously it's open, removed and looked underneath the wiring. So these are the wires that PRS use. So my luthier was showing me that these are the wires that PRS has used in this guitar. They're a bit thinner than otherwise he will prefer, and also maybe other guitar manufacturers, when they're making a guitar of this quality and the price, they will probably use thicker wires than these thin wires that PRS had made. But obviously the wiring system maybe doesn't make a huge difference to the sound coming from the guitar. But what has happened, why it was cutting. It was not necessarily that the wires were thin, but the wires were not well connected. So when they were doing, whoever was putting the guitar together, they were not wired nicely, because they were such that if there was some movement, they will come, the wiring together will come up apart, and that's when it will cut. And when the contact was re-established, then the guitar will then play again. So that's what then the luthiers suggested, maybe that no, we can just remove these thin ones and put thicker ones that he uses in his guitars, and maybe what other manufacturers might use for the guitar of this quality and the price, to use a bit thicker wires, and obviously connect them quite correctly and have them securely connected together. So that's what has been done on that guitar. Then since then, I didn't have a problem for over a year, maybe 2 years. It's only started maybe about 3-4 months back, when then it could play, but they can hear that the volume sound is much down. What normally you expect, the level of the sound from the guitar is much low. I mean, you have to maybe put the volume quite high for what you didn't expect. So I didn't know what was happening. So when we then I went back to my luthier and checked, he says, no, we'll check maybe something regarding the fuse or something. So it was this CT port that PRS has used, which is fine. It's not it's a normal size port, 500K port that they use. But what was showing to me was that with the smoldering, so there's the heating process when they connect the wires to it. You can see this is the first one. There's a second one here. There's a third one here. This, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there are 5 of them. So it was indicating to me that because there are 5, sometimes when the person doing smoldering, if the heat there is quite high, and maybe the smoldering is done maybe in quick succession, it's quite possible that in that case the heat might be quite high, that it might damage this capacitor. It might damage it. That's why then it didn't last long. So, but it's not a big thing to do. Most shops and luthiers have got replacement, because it's a common problem to have a port that is not working, either it's old or whatever, or other reasons it might not be working, like here maybe due to overheating or something like that. So it's been replaced now. It's playing quite well. So that's the update with that original batch of PRS Silver Sky, the core model. The other things about the pickups. So what I found out in the internet is that these were the original ones that John Mayer and Paul Reed Smith of PRS designed, and they were put in the initial batch. But since then, they've been revised. The current PRS Silver Sky model, they are using the 3rd version of this. But myself, I didn't know, and I didn't see it until I saw one YouTube channel of somebody who was very sort of interested, or they really like John Mayer and the music he plays, and therefore the current times, that person is really following what is happening with the PRS Silver Sky. So then in one of his videos was indicating that at the moment in 2024, PRS Silver Sky, they are now on the 3rd version of this model, but though it's still the same. So I just played this guitar comparing to PRS Silver Sky, the new one, so-called Dead Spec. You will see one video on the shorts and also on one of the videos that I show going through the guitars that are in the store, Marshall Music in Woodmead, Johannesburg, South Africa. You will see PRS Silver Sky Dead Spec picture, and also in a shot where I focus a bit closely there. So the Dead Spec, which is one of the latest PRS Silver Sky they're producing, they're on the third version of the PRS Silver Sky pickups. But the difference is not significant in terms of the sound. But what they've changed significantly is the wiring system inside. It has changed relatively significantly. You can even see myself. I'm not luthier, but you can see marked change that PRS had made. It's much better. And even with the PRS Silver Sky SE, which has been the best-selling guitar of all manufacturers in the world for the past 2 years, even from the SE, the wiring has been improved significantly. So that is maybe in par or maybe slightly even better than the core model. But obviously the core model have even better electric wiring. So that's what I thought I will give feedback regarding 5-year experience with the PRS Silver Sky. This is the original badge that PRS made, and the unusual color that you may not find now except through the second market. So let's hear down below what do you think about the PRS Silver Sky, the core model, this is the initial badge and the color, and also the SE model is quite popular because it's more affordable, and this all reviews are very positive that actually is very good. Is on par with maybe the Player series of Fender at least. So it's very, and it's been the best selling guitar of all makes of all guitar manufacturers throughout the world for the past 2 years. So it says something about the PRS Silver Sky SE that is very popular and people really like it and they're buying it. So this is about this PRS Silver Sky. Then I just talk about our guitar giveaway. So the initial batch, the first 1,000 came with a hard shell case, and the subsequent ones come with this deluxe gig bag, which some people complain that the price of the guitar, you needed to have a hard shell case, which I fully agree, but PRS is sort of saving to make huge profit margin from the guitar. Okay, so this is our guitar giveaway. It's an Ibanez Geo. So it's an Ibanez Geo which we'll be giving away when we reach 1,000 subscribers. So it's a beautiful guitar, and this is the back. So it's sort of grayish, but it might appear black in this video. The important, also the of significance is this neck. It's a maple neck and it was cortisol. So you can see the streak of the wood is lying straight. So it means it's from the an old tree, very strong, which is best for being a neck guitar, maple neck. And often this type of wood you see in high-end guitars. Don't know if Ibanez made a mistake, or maybe at the time they just have got they had magnificent maple necks that they were putting even this entry-level guitar, the Ibanez Geo, that will be given away. But it's an amazing guitar. So it's sort of a stripped down RG model, but it's amazing. You can see it rings like nobody's business, what we'll say here in South Africa. So it's an amazing guitar. It rings like nobody's business, indicating its quality. It's very good quality guitar. And this will be giving away when we reach 1,000 subscribers. It's an electric guitar. And often in the past we got the thing when somebody wins, says no, they wish it was an acoustic, and when we're giving an acoustic, somebody says no, I wish it was an electric. So we just decided that when we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away this Ibanez electric guitar, and then alternative will be this beautiful Taylor Academy 12E, which is the first guitar we reviewed in beautiful guitar. So the first video is this one, which is doing very well. People are still watching that video, and it's just going up and up in viewership, which we really appreciate. But it's an amazing guitar indeed. So that if somebody like an acoustic, will be giving this one. The strings are getting a bit old here and here where we play. The rest is not too bad. So we'll put new strings and do a setup again just to check everything is still alright. Give the electric or this amazing acoustic guitar, which is Taylor Academy 12E, made in Mexico. So it's an amazing guitar indeed. So it's got spruce top, right, and then it's got laminated mahogany or sapele, so it's sort of a mahogany type. So laminated sapele is back and sides and back. But it's an amazing guitar, and it comes from Taylor. It comes on with its own deluxe gig bag. It's an amazing gig bag, very well padded, which gives it very good protection. Yes. So don't forget to like and comment on this video. Also don't forget, we'll be giving away Ibanez Geo that I've shown you, or this amazing Taylor Academy 12E when we reach 1,000 subscribers. Some subscribers of this channel ask how can they support this channel. So if you can watch the video from the start until it finishes, that helps the algorithm. Also like and also make a comment on the this video on the comment section below. That helps the algorithm, so that YouTube will then show Beautiful Guitars channel to more and more viewers on YouTube, so that the channel can grow. Cheers from Tom from Beautiful Guitars. Yes, so today is just me at home. So cheers from Tom from Beautiful Guitars. So when we reach 1,000 subscribers, will be this Urbanus Geo or this Taylor Academic 12E, whichever somebody wants, either the electric or acoustic. To qualify for the guitar giveaway, you have to be a subscriber of Beautiful Guitars channel. You have to like and comment all the videos from where we started until we until just before we announced the guitar giveaway. Cheers from Tom from Beautiful Guitars. Cheers.